Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget. If we've never met before, I am in Zambia and today is the day we are planting our corn. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget Wint. If we've never met before, I am in Zambia on my property and I've decided to grow all kinds of crops this rainy season, and one of the things I'll be planting is maize or corn. And as you can see here, we already prepared the field. However, it has been dry, and so we decided not to plant and waited for the rains, and now there's a lot of weeds. So I'm trying a new product that I've never tried before to try and kill these weeds before we plant the corn. So stay tuned for this process. So this is the mixture we're using here to spray. You can go ahead. See how it turns out. Talking of weeds, I have a lot of snakes on this property, so I'm always careful when walking, and we need to keep this grass down to prevent snakes from being all over the place. Somebody shared with me a product that works for getting rid of snakes. If you have any idea on how to keep snakes away from a property or a farm, please do share with me. And over here is my moringa tree that was growing elsewhere and we just transplanted it. It's incredible how this is just a year old, I think, and it's already that high, and it already has the pods and seeds. So that's exciting. And I have a guava tree here, and that actually has seeds on there. We planted this a few years ago, so maybe I'll be around for the harvest this time around. Over here are my seeds. No, over here are my plants. Potted plants that I hope to use for landscaping. I have all kinds of trees over here and a few fruit trees as well, but mostly just for landscaping. And in here is my favorite vegetable, and that's sweet potato leaves. I like to have these all year round. So when I'm here, I can enjoy sweet potatoes. This is okra, and these here are pumpkin leaves. So we eat pumpkin leaves here in Zambia, and they are absolutely delicious. I don't like them as much as I like these sweet potato leaves, but the pumpkin leaves are very, very easy to grow. So you find these on most gardens here in Zambia. Let me see what else is in my garden. There's a chili plant here that is doing extremely well. Basically everything grows well here. That's more okra, and that's doing well, especially since the rains came back. Everything seems to be just flourishing, including the weeds, of course. Look at that, there's a bunch of ants in here. These are not as vicious as army ants. Those army ants are nasty when they come into your house. you basically have to vacate. Yeah, they are very dangerous, but I think these are not as bad. Over here we've planted groundnuts and another type of seed. It's called intoyo. It's like a bean. So it's interesting how different patches of this property responds to weeds. This whole section was done at the same time as that other section over there, but there are hardly any weeds here, and the other side is bombarded by them. So I'm not sure what's going on with the soil. I'm always hesitant about putting chemicals in the soil, but apparently this is something that has been done for decades, and I consulted with many people, and apparently if after using this product for getting rid of weeds, I have to use some lime to neutralize the effect after a year. This is something that I'm still learning, but hopefully it won't affect my soil too much. So this is the guava tree again. Look at that. My first guavas. I can't wait. It's mango season, and for some reason my property does not have a single mango tree that is bearing. There's a few mango trees over there, but they don't seem to be producing anything, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I probably would guess it's the level of care we've put into them. Mangoes don't usually need any work. That's what I thought. And like, this is a mango seed here that somebody threw away. They tend to grow wherever you throw them. So I thought by now, after 10 years, I would have a few mango trees growing without me doing anything about them, but that hasn't happened. This is a beautiful tree. I think this is acacia tree. We have a few of them on the property. We have a big one as well. And this is my borehole where we get water. And this is the water that I use in the house. This is the water I use in the house and also for gardening. So when we first came on this property, there were no trees, and I mean 0 trees, because it was being used as a farm. But we found a few shrubs that have grown into these beautiful massive trees. And what's interesting is they are all in a straight line, almost a perfect straight line. Yeah, on this end. And then there's one lone one over there, and the rest of them are on this property. So this is growth that has happened in 10 years. And it's been beautiful to see the trees just coming up naturally. Like that huge tree over there was a small shrub when we first got here. So I'm enjoying all these trees and intend on keeping them and maintaining them when I do my buildings or whatever else, whatever other projects I do. I want to keep these trees. I will accommodate them as much as I can, unless they're in the way of a foundation or something like that. I love the lush greenery in the rainy season in Zambia. It is beautiful to see. So today is planting day, and this is the corn or maize that we're planting. And let me show you how it's done. You can go ahead. So we're dropping 2 pieces of corn and then burying it. The holes were made in advance, and this is how we do it. And this is the corn. It's coated with a preservative. Okay, so because the rains in Zambia came a little bit late this year, they started and then it was dry for like 2 months. We decided to wait until the rainy season really got here. So we are planting today, and the 2 guys that have helping me have done a lot of work. Okay, so I grew up on a farm, and this is familiar work to me. So I want to do a little bit of planting myself, and this is what we're going to do. So you drop 2 in there and you cover it. Drop 2, and the reason we are dropping 2 is because in case one of them doesn't come up, we'll still be able to, hopefully one of them will come up. And the corn we are using is early maturing corn or maize, because we've started pretty late in the season. So this is what we're doing.